I know what you're saying. Wow, I'd love to learn a ridiculous stitch that no one would ever use for anything. Well, you're in the right place. Let's learn how to make a linked double treble. To begin a row of linked double treble crochet, you need 4 chains. So for a turning chain, or at the end of your row of starting chains, make sure there are 4 extra. Skip the last chain that you made. Go down to the second chain from your hook. Insert your hook into that second chain, picking up the vertical bar. Yarn over and pull up a loop through that vertical bar. There are 2 loops on your hook. Continue going down. In the third chain away from your hook, insert the hook and pick up the vertical bar. Yarn over and pull up a loop. There are now 3 total loops on your hook. Keep going down to the 4th chain that you made. Insert your hook into the vertical bar, yarn over, and pull up a loop. There are now 4 loops on your hook. Insert your hook into the same space below, or the next space where you want your linked treble to appear. Yarn over, and pull up a loop. There are 5 loops on the hook. In order to make a double treble, you yarn over and pull through 2. You do this until there is just 1 loop left on the hook. That's 4 total times. So yarn over and draw through 2 4 times, or until there's 1 loop left. We've made our first linked double treble. As we look at this stitch, we can see that, of course, our stitch is connected to our turning chain at the top, just like all stitches always are. But now there are 3 horizontal bars in the middle of the stitch that link it back to the turning chain. We're going to pick up all of these horizontal bars and draw through loops. We start with 1 loop on the hook. Going from top to bottom, insert your hook into the first horizontal bar. Yarn over and draw up a loop. We've linked back to our prior stitch in one place. Once again, insert your hook from top to bottom into the middle horizontal bar. Yarn over and draw up a loop. There are now 3 loops on the hook, and we've linked to the prior stitch in one extra place. Finally, find your last horizontal bar, insert your hook from top to bottom, yarn over, and pull up a loop. There are 4 loops on the hook, but that's not enough to make a double treble, so we need to keep going and pick up the next stitch. Insert your hook into the next stitch. Yarn over and draw up a loop. There are now 5 loops on the hook. That's enough to make a double treble. So yarn over and pull through 2 until you're out of loops. Look at that beautiful stitch. Let's just do it one more time. Start with 1 loop on your hook. Find the next horizontal bar. Insert your hook from top to bottom. Yarn over and draw up a loop through that bar. Insert your hook from top to bottom of the next horizontal bar. Yarn over and draw up a loop. There are 3 loops on the hook. Find the last horizontal bar of the stitch below. Insert your hook from top to bottom, yarn over, and pull up a loop. There are 4 loops on the hook. Insert your hook into the next stitch, yarn over, and draw up a loop. There are 5 loops on the hook. Yarn over and pull through 2 until you run out of loops. Congratulations, you now know how to make linked double trebles.